Hello, villagers. Welcome back to the Village Hour. I'm your host, Amy Young. Today, we are continuing our series, a two-part series on prison ministry with wives with incarcerated husbands. And we have a very special guest, a very good friend of mine, Rachel Moss. Hello, Rachel. How are you?
I'm just great, Amy. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you, and welcome to the Village Hour. Thank you for being our guest.
And thank you for having me.
Cool. Well, tell us a little bit about Wives with Incarcerated Husbands. How did you become involved with that ministry?
Okay. Wives with Incarcerated Husbands is a support group that was started by Shy Wilson during the time when her husband was incarcerated. I met Shy at a marriage seminar at the unit where my husband resides back in 2012. And she had told me about the support group and all of that. And at the time, it sounded interesting, but I didn't feel that I needed support. At that point, I had been married 1 year,
Okay.
and I didn't feel that I needed any type of support or anything. It wasn't until maybe a year later in 2013, I attended my first meeting. And it went from there. At that point, I realized that I really did need the support
Okay.
because there's so many of us that wives, we don't have outside support. Our friends, even if they're married, it's on a total different level than a free world marriage.
When you say
So
that, what do you mean? Give us, like, what? Give me an example.
even though every marriage has its challenges, whether the spouse is incarcerated or not, we're looked down on by people. Most individuals feel that if your spouse is incarcerated, you should be out fancy free. They feel that you're single. They feel that your spouse may be using you for financial gain. On a marriage that's out here, you may find couples that are at odds with one another.
Mm-hmm.
And it's suggested, okay, well, talk to your pastor, go to counseling. But me, if I tell someone that's not experiencing what I'm going through, that, hey, me and my husband, we may have had a disagreement, the first thing I may get is leave him.
Mm-hmm.
The responses is totally different, even though marriage is marriage and it's of God.
Right.
The responses that we receive are totally different.
Right. So, Wives with Incarcerated Husbands, WWIH is the abbreviation, right?
Yeah.
So, what type of things do you all do to combat? Because that sounds like a lot of negativity. Whether it's expressed or not. Do y'all do exercises, or do y'all just kind of talk through things? Like, what do you do to combat that type of negativity on a regular basis?
The main thing that we have to do, the same as what you would do in any marriage, we have to put God first.
Mm-hmm.
We have to, pray our way through it.
Right.
Because there's time, it's loneliness in this.
Mm-hmm.
You are separated from your spouse, due to the distance.
Right.
And then that's where the support comes in because we meet once a month, the third Friday of every month. And that's our girl time.
Okay.
That's our time that basically, if there's any issues that's going on, if we're just feeling lonely and we need someone to talk to, we have that listening ear that's there, that you don't have to worry about getting that negative feedback back, because no one is going to encourage someone in the group, well, hey, you should just leave your husband, or you should just start dating because he has X amount of time left. You're not going to experience that type of negative energy.
Yeah. So people actually say things like that, like you should be dating, even though you're married.
Oh, yes, yes. I've been told on many occasions, you're too beautiful to just be sitting around waiting, on him like that. And, just get out, have fun. I get out and I have fun, but I'm with my church group. If I'm not with my church group, I'm with my support group, or I'm with other positive friends.
in essence, you've built a village. You've put people around you to encourage you, like during this, through this.
Yes, I mean that is really important, Amy. I mean you really have to, because if you don't, then you will fall into the trap of the enemy. You do have to stay focused, as well as, I mean, just because your husband is incarcerated don't mean that you can't have a date night. I mean, me and my husband, one night a week. I mean, he'll call, we'll talk several times. Once the phone hang up, he'll call back. I mean, that's our date time. Even with our son, we have family time. He'll call and we talk on the phone as a family. We pray together, sometimes go on fast together. We have prayer time. Sometimes we'll say, okay, 10:30 at night, you pray on your end, and we're here praying on our end.
Yeah,
So we still try to just make it as real, as lively as a family as we can
right,
due to the
right.
distance.
Okay. I know that you all do like some anniversary programs or you do some things throughout the year as a group. What are some of those things that y'all do to encourage one another?
On Valentine's Day, we meet. We will select a particular restaurant, and we get sponsorship. Shy, she normally will obtain sponsors for us, to where we go to a restaurant, we have dinner together, and we take our husband's pictures with
Mhm.
us.
Mhm.
And it's just like, hey, they're right here with us. And she may send off sometime and just get them to do something special, maybe send some cards or something into the ministry. Which, even though I'm the ministry lead now, she still try to keep me out of that particular portion, because she want me to feel special as well.
Right.
My husband, he's good about, he won't tell me what it is that she sends and requests, because he want me to be surprised on that day. Same as the other husbands want their wives to be surprised with whatever cards or letters or whatever that they actually send to
Right.
them for that day. WWIH was started in November, about 9 years ago. So each November we have the WWIH anniversary.
Okay.
We all meet up then at a particular restaurant, and we're sponsored then. And we just, hang out and fellowship and have fun together. It's more of a relaxed type atmosphere. We also, some months, we may not meet at the church. We may go to a restaurant then, or if someone have an idea, if they want to say, well, hey, you all can come to my house and we have movie night, or just eat there, or whatever.
Right.
We just try to, keep it open, so it's not each time all the way geared that we meet at the church. Some try to, just get out and just have like a girls night out.
Okay. And you became the ministry lead when Shy's husband came home.
Right. I
Okay.
think he came home in December 2015, and I became the lead, I want to say, in April 2016, because he told her she was no longer a wife with an incarcerated husband.
Right. Right. Exactly. Well, that's cool. So tell me a little bit about the criteria for becoming a member. Is it open to, anyone who has a husband who's incarcerated? Like how does it work?
It's open to anyone that has an incarcerated husband.
Okay.
And we also, what we do on some of our meeting months, is just say if there's a spouse that came home,
Mm-hmm.
we will invite the wife back as well as the husband, so that way he can discuss his experience, or just kind of let us know some of the things that we may look forward to. It's just different things that we kind of go over. Like next week, we're supposed to actually meet at one of the wives' home. Her husband came home last month,
Okay.
and
Oh,
so
good.
they're wanting to host a meeting at their house next week.
Oh, awesome. And sometimes people have children, so or Do you all make arrangements for that, or how does that work?
Yes, children are welcome. What I do, I send out a text once a month, a group text, just trying to find out who's going to attend or if they may not be able to attend. If they are, it helps me because we prepare food because we know that going to work and things like that, and if you're coming to a meeting at 7, you're probably coming straight from work. If you have children, you may need to bring your children with you. So if I know up front that you're going to bring your child, then we'll try to have books, crayons, coloring sheets, or whatever that's needed. But we don't tell you keep your child at home. It's only for adults or anything like that. We are family oriented.
Okay. Well, lastly, on my part, if someone wants to support you all, or if they want to make donations or provide a guest speaker or something of that nature, what's the process? Like, should they do they need to contact you, or what? Are you all open to that, first of all?
Yes, we are open to that. They can contact me, and I'll provide you with my contact information,
Okay.
as well as they can send a donation. They can send it to the church, Building the Kingdom Community Church, 308
Mhm.
East Beltline Road, Cedar Hill, Texas,
Okay.
75104.
Okay.
And they can just do that to the attention of wives with incarcerated husbands.
Okay.
And if someone is interested in the ministry, they can give me a call. My number is 972-693-5151. And that's my cell, so I can receive a call or text message would be fine.
Okay. All right. And in closing, are there any other comments or remarks that you'd like to leave us with, Rachel?
I would just encourage everyone, and whether you have a spouse that's incarcerated, if you have a loved one, be there for your family. I
Okay.
mean, we all make mistakes. Bible says we all sin, and we're going to sin and fall short. So, the most important thing is to encourage your loved ones and
Okay.
just be there for them.
Well, Rachel, thank you so much for this interview. We appreciate your time.
Okay, and thank you so much, Amy, for having me again.
Okay. Take care.
You too. Thank you.